Athletic performance contextualization time. So I'm going to, this is going to be my take on the Léon Marchand 400 meter individual medley, 4 minutes 2.50 seconds from 23 July 2023, which was a Sunday. And in honor of the King Léon King, here's Léon. So Léon is here in stuffed animal plush form. And the hair is similar to the color of the Léon Marchand hair. Okay, so Léon Marchand achieved in the 400 meter individual medley race at the 2020. Okay, we'll do my proper introduction. Here I talk through the Léon Marchand 400 meter individual medley race at the 2023 World Aquatics Championships in Fukuoka, Japan. Time of 4 minutes and 2.50 seconds in the final on Sunday, 23 July 2023. With his time, he achieved a personal best time, a championships record time, a world record time, a championships record, a world record, and first place. The gold medal, first place. I provide my perspective on his performance and contextualize it in terms of stroke technique and consistency of performance from when I watched him compete in person in March 2023. And a picture I published of him publicly was his Wikipedia picture when he won the world record. So if people clicked on it, they got to see that it was made by me because I used my full name as my full real name as my username on Wikipedia. So if people were looking at that image, they were looking at the picture I took of him, which is kind of cool. So, and actually that picture was published in a French publication later in 2023, and they gave me attribution for the copyright. It's like, that's very cool. So there's one way Léon and I are joined for that moment in time. People might have seen the picture I took of him. It might have seen that I took the picture. Léon Marchand being covered by Leonhardi. So he is a beautiful swimmer to watch. He is one of those guys that, or people, he's one of those people that are just, they are so fluid that they're fun, that they are a joy to watch. How to phrase it. And the two standouts for his swim in terms of contextualization, so taking it beyond their performance and contextualizing it in my life, were his stroke technique on his butterfly and his breaststroke. And his butterfly, his legs, like the butterfly legs are supposed to be like, boom, they like kick together. And like, look, there's no space between the legs. And when he kicks, his knees are kind of out a little bit. So it's like that. Kind of. Okay. And so it was interesting to watch because when I was watching it, I was reminded of, we used to do this drill when I was competing in swimming. But the drill would be at practice, or if we wanted to do it during warm up at a meet or something, it'd be butterfly arms and breaststroke kick on the legs. And it was actually possible to get like the breaststroke kick motion in like a dolphin like wave kind of motion, different than like the horizontal, like trying to keep them like really rigid and straight. And so his technique on his kick reminded me a little bit of like doing the drill with the breaststroke kick and the butterfly arms. And he was not doing breaststroke kick, and I think if somebody does a kick other than butterfly, they can get disqualified. And he did not get disqualified, and he didn't do a different kick. But it was some people are really rigid on their kicks about keeping their knees together even when they kick. Like, it's like their legs are glued shut. And he has a little bit of a space. He's more of a relaxed kicker for his butterfly. So that's my first contextualization for the butterfly. And then his breaststroke is truly, he's French, magnifique. So many men, not necessarily at the highest level, but just like in my experience, like a lot of men can do like they like to really get their bodies and their chests really like pull back and high out of the water and make a splash when they swim their breaststroke. And he is perfectly hunched over, and he doesn't bring his chest back, or he didn't for this race. Okay, I'm contextualizing this race. He had perfectly hunched. I think I mentioned this was Ilya Shamanovich in the past. I've mentioned this before. Like the upper body component. So I guess there's a similarity there. Actually, think about that. Further contextualization. I don't think I did an athletic performance contextualization for that as an individual race, but it was part of a larger set. Was that 2021? I think, possibly. 2022. I think it was 2021. Okay. Anyway, moving forward, like he does in his breaststroke, the Marchand, the French Léon. The Leon, as the announcers like to call him, and Léon Leonhardi, he takes, and he doesn't bring his chest back, so he keeps moving forward, and he brings his hands up, and like when he brings his hands up, there's like water that comes up, you're like pulling back, but he keeps his hands under the water. And it's very, very cool to watch, because it's like, look at those arms, right? It's a very cool thing. Versus if somebody splashes, like a bunch of guys do like to make a big splash and pull their chest back and stuff like that. Their arms are out of the water, so it's not actually easy to watch their arms when they're swimming, right? Because there's a bunch of water and there's a bunch of splashing and, you know, that kind of stuff. Versus if it's just under the water, I can see the arms. Which is really cool because it's the only stroke that works that way. Butterfly is a splashy stroke, backstroke is a splashy stroke, and freestyle is the flashy stroke. Splashy stroke. I spit. So excited I spit. Okay, so his breaststroke was like, it's a joy to watch because it's like, I can see, it's like, it fully embraces the marvel of the medium of water. Because I can see the stroke being manifested by this person's body. It's always really cool to be able to see the arms. Okay, historically I'm a breaststroker. So, or at least that's what I competed the most in. And was good enough that they continued to keep me competing in breaststroke. So I enjoy the stroke for that reason. It's unique amongst the stroke because it kind of really embraces the medium of water. In that sense, it's like, in my perspective, the stroke that most fully embraces kind of the heart of aquatic sports and the medium of water. Okay. All right. So there's the first two. Third, contextualization. I'm having trouble counting. Consistency of performance from when I watched him compete in person in March 2023. He's lovely to watch. And he was excellent in person, and he was excellent again at this championships, which was about a little over 4 months after I watched him in March 2023 in person. And he was meatier, like more meat on the bones at the World Championships. He is smaller than some of the other guys, but he's not like small, like tiny, unhealthy kind of thing. He's healthy. He was body language wise, so I did put out an announcement before I was photographing these people that he was one of the people that I was going to photograph. And in terms of body, like how he held his body, he appeared to be more relaxed when I was photographing him than in the final competition. His body was more relaxed on the pool deck, and he breathed deeper, kind of stuff. So I don't know if that was his way of communicating. He felt comfortable with me taking pictures. I don't know if that was just his baseline, and then at the World Championships he didn't feel as comfortable, so he didn't relax his body like he did when I was photographing him. Yeah, but he was a consistent performer, and then on the pool deck he was more relaxed, whether intentional or not, when I was photographing him. We love you. This Leon and this Leon love you, Leon. But not haha, but like, yeah. So thank you for, okay, I can say thank you. thank you for being true to consistent performance. So I can say I've seen him race, and that is still relatable to people who've seen him race in person at the World Championships. That matters, right? In terms of, I got to see the same person. He might have been going a little slower when I saw him, but it was a preliminary heat. Okay. Yeah, so that is my take on the Léon Marchand 400 meter individual medley. 4 minutes, 2.50 seconds. He swam on 23 July 2023. I'm filming this on Wednesday, 24 January 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, and this is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi.